We're going to start a new project and we're going to bind a book. I am not a bookbinder, so this is a stretch for me, but I want to give it a shot because it's something I've always wanted to do, but we'll see. I'm going to reinforce the binding of this book. This is actually a bookbinder's tape. So I'm going to lay that down in the middle. I'm going to grab my little scrapbook.com scraping tool. Now the back side of this is also not in particularly good shape. I have a piece of chipboard here. It's a thin chipboard. I'm going to glue this right in here, and I think that that will still allow me to close this book like I had hoped. I'm going to use a little bit of PVA. I'm going to gesso this entire thing black, and I'm using this DecoArt chalky gesso. Okay, once this is all gessoed, I'll be back. I am collaging my gel prints onto the cover of my book, and I've done this side already. And I'm going to collage this piece just onto the end here. Random gel prints that have kind of a gold tinge to them. These were long haul gel prints using a stencil that I cut. That's my own stencil that I cut myself. And I'm just using some matte medium. This is going to be the front cover. This is going to be slightly different. So let me show you what we're going to do for that. I'm using this stencil, which is called Garden Gate from pmartiststudio. And I'm going to use a mix of Payne's Gray and anthraquinone. I'm going to mix these right here on the plate. I'm going to lay my stencil right over the top of all of this, and I'm going to pick up all the paint around the stencil and in between. And we're going to do that same thing again. And this is just a piece of deli paper. Let's pull the stencil off. And we're going to lay this over the top of this print, and I'm going to attempt to get it on here as straight as I can. This will sit and dry, and once okay, we're ready to add the front to the cover of our book. My front cover is finished. I used a white Posca marker to go around the outside edge. And now it's time to bind my pages. This is going to go right inside. These two outer flaps will be glued down. My signatures will go in the center, just like this. And then these I'll fold under and glue down, kind of finish off the edges here. So next, I have measured for my signatures, and I made a template. First of all, I'm going to find the center of each one of these and mark it. And I'm only going to do one on camera. I'm going to do this off, and then I'm going to go through these and just make them a little bit larger so they're easier to sew. Alright, so I'm going to sew each one of these like so. I'm going to go up through the center. And I chose the orange waxed because I thought it matched our theme. Okay, I'm going to do 2 on each one of these to make sure that we're in there really snugly. Okay. I think I will tie each one of these off as I go. So I'm going to do that. And then tie it off just before I head to the next one. And we'll do the same thing for the other 2 signatures. I have my signatures sewn into this book, and I'm going to attach them to this side of my book. And I'm just going to glue this flap . Okay, that side will have to dry. Here is the book. This is the front. And here is the piece of fabric. You can see that. I added to the top. I wanted this piece in the front, but I didn't have enough room, so I put a gel print around it. So I saved the back to share with you I'm using my PVA. And then this one will go right here. Put this down. It's kind of like that. And then let's smooth it out. This is shrink plastic, and I thought that I'd color these carrots for my project with my seldom used Copic markers. I've got two orange, a dark orange, a light, medium orange, and a yellow. These look pretty good. Okay, I will cut these out and bake them as the directions say, and then these will become charms for my book. These are the little carrot shrinky dinks, and once they're baked in the oven, they shrink down to a very small size, which make absolutely adorable charms, and I think they are the cutest thing. I added them to this piece of elastic, which I sewed together on my sewing machine, and then I used the same fabric that I used to add the signatures, and I made a little hook here so that I could connect my charms to this piece of elastic, and then the elastic will go right on my book about like so. So thanks for joining me. I always enjoy doing these videos for you. I hope you enjoy seeing them. Leave me a comment, like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you next time.